Boy howdy. It's Friday. Unless you're listening to the VOD and you're on a different date, then it's not Friday, maybe. There's like a 1 in 7 chance it's Friday. And a 6 in 7 that it isn't, so cool. More doodling today. No commission! Weeb's commission has been approved and is even already in use on twitch.tv. Good lord. How fast that shit goes. As the Guinevere comes out in 10 hours, this is true! I'm so excited! It does come out at like midnight my time, and usually I'm not awake at those hours anymore, but I could be persuaded to stay up a little longer and fuck up my sleep schedule, teehee. I wanna see Dinner's cook. Comes out at 8 AM. Man. Yeah, no, it's midnight for me. Slightly better for you? Yeah. Yeah, I'd be awake usually by 8 AM already. Oh well, we'll see how EP I am, if at all. As the hours count down. You know how long this file is going to be? I assume 20 minutes? I have no idea. Not a clue. Maybe 20-ish minutes? Maybe half an hour? I forget how long the other pilots tended to be from Glitch projects. The Amazing Digital Circus one and the Gaslight District. Which both very fun. But yeah. Soon. Seen to watch Gaslight District? Oh, it's a good time. Big recommend. And it's also being picked up to be developed further, so yay! We love indie stuff being well received. It's a good time. Just realized I forgot to grab a little something off my phone, so I can't quite switch over just yet. I took some notes for related to today's stuff. And it's on my phone, and I also use my phone for facial tracking, so I don't want it to fucking be interrupted, here. That's really the only notes I took. Racials, hello! Meowdy partners, how y'all on this perfectly claws and nice so far, and how would y'all or would it be morning at this point? For me, it's past noon. Past 1 PM. I still need to turn off, like, an alert. There didn't used to be an alert for the embiggening of emojis, so I don't know. Maybe I can set that up right now, actually, while I have stuff open anyway. Edit alerts, bits. Settings. Probably if I do this, we'll do it. Now the alert doesn't trigger until at least 11 bits have been given, because the beginning of Amos is at 10 bits for me, so. It's only 6:17 AM for you. Oh, so early. Good morning. I said every ad on this platform is either gambling or alcohol. It's because that's where what your area has allowed on Twitch. Ads on Twitch are region-based. They're not personal profile-based as other websites tend to be. So wherever you are, it's like, hey, what about this gambling ad? Which, no. I think Netherlands also has gambling ads on Twitch sometimes. It sucks. Not a fan. Not a vibe. So howdy, blurgs. Actually haven't gone to bed yet, as I'm still not tired. Well, hope you feel EP soon. I don't know how long you've been up, but everybody needs rest. An adequate amount at that. If the EP is in need of getting to you, I hope it comes to you soon. Until then, I guess I can draw kitty meows. Hi, hello. We return to this after, it's been a hot minute since I tried to tackle merch stuff. I'm having a deja vu moment, it sucks. I feel like I've been here before. I woke up at around 3 or 4 p.m. yesterday, so I probably should go to bed at some point. It's closing in on usual times of awake. On you, probably. Listen, I'm not gonna do math on stream. Ugh. That is bound to be a bad time. But yeah, wanted to give some merch things another go. Still want to do a travel mug, tote bag. Sweater weather is approaching, so that seems appropriate as well. I wrote down an idea of like, oh, this could be cool, but you know, that those are like the ideas of like, you come up with them on a whim. So you write them down very quickly, and then you mostly forget about it, and then I'm gonna read it back, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, this sucks. Or well, the idea itself probably doesn't suck, but it's probably been done plenty of times, and me wanting to try to execute is probably going to be difficult because it sounds like a kind of thing to make in Illustrator rather than something bitmap based like Clip Studio Paint. Because I want to try to like make a barista kitty meow logo dealio. Like Starbucks, but then my brand. This is gonna be on a travel mug, so hot beverage is probably gonna go in there. At least it should be appropriate for hot beverages. I hope. Considering that's what I would be putting in them. Oh cool, I'm not signed in. Awesome. Well, I guess we'll never know until after stream. Which is still gonna be shorter than usual. Because I have to get used to shorter streaming. Math is scary, all those imaginary numbers that disguise themselves as letters. Oh gosh, I know, right? Absolutely horrendous. See, what kind of things did I have in here? Like the big stretch, but more vertical. That doesn't really seem like a thing for a travel mug, though. Probably the idea of like make a barista logo. Gosh, when would I last create this file? Oh! April! Oh shit, it's really been a really long time, huh? Fuck. Ooh, April 2nd. Yeah, I had to fuck off and do freelance for a little bit. So I couldn't stream, and then by the time I got back to streaming, it's like, hey, it's time for Art Fight! Which was a lot of fun. And I'm glad I did it. I really got a good groove going during that period. Did some fun pieces, I think. Hi Grail, how you doing? Welcome in. Meow. Yeah, I'm just gonna be brainstorming some product ideas. I would have had a travel mug by now if it weren't for the fact that a lot of them out there have this massive logo on them of a company that I don't want to represent when I'm on the go. And here I am making something that kind of looks like a logo, so maybe this goes against my own philosophy, but at least it's my own design. I'm not sure. Won't know until we get something cooking. Maybe we can have the cat in the forward-facing sitting position, giving the drinker a quizzical look. Like a little head tilt. Though that's more, at least what I'm envisioning here is what you mean. What I think you mean. Seems more like a dog rather than a cat. Oh shit, speaking of cat, Hyperjerk did a redeem. Head tilt with a raised eyebrow. I don't really do eyebrows on Mishka. And it's still gonna be Mishka that I'm gonna be basing this all off of. But speaking of Mishka, let me grab the photo for today. Not the most exciting angle, I'm afraid, as she was in the window, and you know, I can't fucking dox myself, obviously. Oh, bam! Being cute. An eepy. Eepy little creature. Some days Mishka updates fucking amazing, and sometimes they are just alright. Mish? Mish. That's right, Ben. Hi. I see I have summoned you. You saw the ping in the server and you were like, oh fuck, stream's happening. Maybe. Just got back from walkies? I see. Hope you had a good walkies. Sit down, ping noise. Yippee! Probably should be using the symmetry ruler for this, honestly. It's so trippy to me. It's like, oh god, the other side is also getting stuff. Hey, cool feature. My phone's just turned itself off with no warning. Battery's only at 85%. Well, shit. I don't usually do. A little mouth. Or mish. Feels a little blank, maybe, to not have one. Mish! Yeah! That's right. Gonna be a lot of Mish. At least until I get another commission, which I have none. Queue is empty. No responsibility other than to myself. Actually, don't know how the positioning is going to be. But what if cat beans? Because, you know, coffee beans. I've forgotten what cat beans look like. But that's just a concept for now. We'll worry about accuracy later. Sorry, I woke up at 6 a.m. and wrote down a bunch of ideas on my notepad, then went back to sleep. Ooh, what kind of ideas? What you got cooking in there in that noggin of yours? I woke up at the usual 5:45. Or at least that's been my usual on the weekdays lately. Side project ideas? Damn. 5:45, crack of dawn, well before dawn. Like another hour and a half until sunrise has properly hit. But it's nice though, like I opened up the curtain this morning and I saw the biggest crescent moon out there. It's like, yo, vibes. As I eat my breakfast, it gets lighter and lighter out. Which is nice to see on a clear sky day. Less interesting when it's cloudy. And then it's just like, wow, it's going from dark gray to light gray. Moon. I could see myself doing some moon and star themed stuff as well. This is a fucking weird ass cat bean. Let's see. Cat beans. Yeah, like I even drew the fucking emote, and somehow I'm just like, oh, what did it look like again? Worked on 2 whole movies with a bunch of beans in them, and I'm just like, how? Huh? I forgot. Yeah, this is fucked. These are fucked. I'm not even gonna bother keeping and correcting them. I remember one time I woke up earlier than usual so I can go to walk early to see the sunrise, and it was freaking cloudy. Aw, man. Curse our brains and the ability to forgo everything we did. Yeah, it's just like, wait, what did I do again in life? What's my greatest accomplishment? Is it an accomplishment? Getting a dose of imposter syndrome on the side. Yeehaw. The other day, was it Wednesday, I think, on stream? Someone was like, oh, can I ask you some questions for like a school assignment where I interview industry pros? And I was like, yeah, sure. I have yet to send the response off, but I sat down this morning to write some answers for their cues. And I was tempted to hit enter on it all before stream again. I was like, actually I'm gonna read this over and see if I can phrase this maybe better here and there. If there's anything that needs better phrasing, let me just double check that before I rush on someone's school assignment. Which I'm very flattered to have been asked for such a thing. Even if those assignments are a little problematic, it kind of puts like the responsibility of a student's grade into the hands of a professional who's just like kind of caught off guard a little bit, maybe? I don't know, there's a weird sense of like, oh, semi-responsibility for a student. Oops. And that's no fault of the student, that's the fault of the schools that insists on those kind of assignments. Because I had to do such a thing as well. In animation. And we have to go even harder. We had to have Dutch professionals and industry pros and actually like meet up with them one way or another and ask them the questions live. Preferably. Not everyone was able to make it happen. At least you got to work in groups rather than every individual person having to find an individual freelancer. It was like groups of 3 and 4. You'll find one person. Man, I am very chicken scratchy today. Not done much drawing this week at all. I wouldn't consider the cleanup I did for Weeb to be any drawing, and I've not done anything drawing-wise off-stream either, so yeah, I guess I'm drawing for the first time this week. Whoops! Did some more editing yesterday. Still need to draft the shorts, though. Ran out of time today. Hello, just updating. Why are you studying Dutch persons? We're not studying Dutch persons. I'm a Dutch student, and when I was a student. I am Dutch. But for one of my course assignments, I had to interview Dutch professionals in the animation industry. And I was talking about how someone who's currently a student, came up to me on Wednesday in stream like, oh, could I do that with you, please? Which again, I'm very flattered by. It might be better for schools to decide on a different kind of assignment. How you doing, Happy Corbett? I just realized there's like these middle beans. It kind of looks like a nose. Y'all seen what I'm seeing? It's like that, the main center bump, and these are the nostrils. You see it? Uh-oh. At least how I have drawn it, at least, right now. Looking at a little collage. Yeah, no, fuck. I can never unsee this now. Damn it! They're just noses! Very Wario. Quite. A little bit of Wario. Well, shit, now it's staring at me. It's very honkable. Speaking of staring. What's everyone else up to today? And yesterday as well, I suppose. When you look at a picture of actual toe beans and they look like a nose too, it's just the way the beans look, yeah. And I'll never be able to unsee it as a human nose. But some of them have like, rather than it being rounded, it's more. Like they got a little cave in. Making it a little less nose-y, but it's still kind of nose. Also, for graphic design reasons, which I don't know how to do, but I imagine a graphic design would keep this more simple shaped. I just decided to do a Google search with barista logo, and it's there's so much AI in here. It's really gross. Mishbooks. I was thinking more of a purista. But that's probably been done. That may actually be a thing. Maybe I need to be careful of that. Hang on. Like a cat cafe. Yeah, it's the name of a cat cafe. Barista.com.au. Australian. And there's another one in Erie, Pennsylvania. It's also a friendly card game. Hmm. It's also a toy line? What are these little dolls called Barista Girls Doll Figures Series 1, 12 different something. Hi Zamri, was bopping. I'm looking up things to cover my ass with in terms of like design ideas for a travel mug. I figured I'd give the term barista a little Google search, and yeah, no, that's definitely a thing, obviously. So maybe I need to be a bit careful. But do they barista? Oh, looks like it's also the name of a brand for cat furniture. Barista extra large oval cat scratcher, 69 Australian dollars. Out of stock. Yeah, that's copywritten. What if on our travel mug we have a cup? Obviously, this needs a lot of work in terms of like framing it better, but the idea. Of like what if little paw dangle over cup as Kitty Mo is in cup. I want it to be a bit of a modest macchiato. How about a macchiato? Not even a meow chiato? Actually might make for like a nice design of like the layers of a latte macchiato across the thing. And then something kitty meow in there. Maybe work on this with a little bit of color. Or just use like the top part of the mug that is default white as the white part of the latte. A gradient might not read well. Printing quality and all that may not be in my favor. Latte art toe beans. Well, the latte art is always on top of the thing. But I could make it look syrupy, maybe? Hi, Sonny. And Zeus Pup. Had a question about your comp stuff? Yeah, what's up? What would you like to know about my commissions? How comfortable are you with animal shade stuff? I do furries. Full-on animals, probably not. So if you want me to draw, like, a pet of yours, I'm probably not the best, most suitable person. But animal shape, I may not be the right person for that. What kind of animal were you looking for? Cool dog. Your dragon Sona thing? Oh my god. Let me get a closer look at, like, your VODs. But first I need to let this fucking ad run for 25 fucking seconds, dude. Insufferable. Come to this fucking gambling event for League of Legends. Or was it Dota? I don't know. I can't tell them apart, genuinely. One of the MOBAs. You refer Affinity with a ref sheet? Let me see if this is something I could draw well for you. This may be a bit too animal, I'm afraid. Because, like, I'm thinking of this and thinking about, like, I don't know, like, How to Train Your Dragon. In terms of, like, anatomy, at least, and detail, and I may not be the right person for the job for this, I'm afraid. Very Han shaped, yeah. Wanted this certain emote remade. Emotes might be more doable for me to do. Which emote would you want remade? If you still have it available in your current selection of emotes. So my emote, it's a common one in furry circles, but I can't seem to find it on Google. Sec? Yeah, sure. Just so you do know, though, I don't use bases. My stuff will be custom. But if it's, like, loosely inspired or, like, its own twist on a common type of emote, that may be more up my alley. But don't give me a base and be like, here, make an emote out of this for me. And like, no, that's not how I fly, sorry. because there are chances that those bases are stolen, that you're actually supposed to pay for those bases. Or someone turned someone else's emote into a base and started selling that base. It's problematic. It's a problematic little business that I want no part of. Found it on Tenor. Found a second one I like. Feel free to link it. Curzec, Sage! DM or just here? Here's fine. Unless it's NSFW, then don't. Gotta go. Aw, take care, Zomri. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're well. No, I hope you're well. Fuck! Haha. Alright, here's GIF 1. Ah. See. I'm thinking, I guess I could do this. I've been on a production where like there have been a bunch of wolves that are walking around like wolves, right? But they're highly stylized. I'm more worried still about like the base situation. Because it's not technically a base, but it is like pre-existing timing and spacing, maybe? Which I'm also kind of risky, maybe? Second one is based on a video I'm pretty sure you've seen. Yeah, I think both of these movements are like dogs that we all know of. The timing and spacing is from their kinda, but then the stylization is someone else's work, which I would do it differently stylized, obviously. I push my own arcs my own way. On the dance about your cool dog is all. That's fair. I understand. For now, I'll say you can send me a proposal on VGen with provided references and everything. And I'll see to take it from there. You only have like 4 emotes. We can always expand. Though that we does not have to necessarily include me. You can always expand on the emotes. Should you have the slots. Yeah, I guess for now, send the proposal to my VGen. Provided references and everything in there. So like this GIF that you sent. I'd say 2 will read nicer as an emote. Or I personally think the second one you sent is more fun. The royal we. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I would suggest for now. I can then spend a little bit of time thinking about doability and cost. It is full body, and I do need to squeeze in probably a little bit of detail in that full body in a tiny emote, which requires some thinking work. Like, I really cannot stress enough what I say in my listing for custom animated emotes, that the price can go up very quickly. So, like, I think it starts at $30. This does not include licensing fees, by the way. That's another 100% of the price to have you use them as emotes on Twitch and YouTube, etc. Yeah. I'll make it worth the money, though. Eventually you'll be able to earn it back, is the idea. As there will be paying. Or where to go if not Twitch? YouTube, I think, does emotes as well these days. If you stream on YouTube. And I think also requires some kind of membership. I mean, the base cost. Discord, personal use. Non-commercialized used, at least. The commercial license is essentially like, oh, you're going to make money off of what I have created for you. I would like to see a little bit extra. Then, please and thank you. A share up front. That's how it be. Man, Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn music is always great to listen to. Oh. Mishmug! Onsta! Hi, Onsta. How you doing? Were you playing more fucking Phoenix Wright this morning? Or morning for me, at least. You're good? You're sleepy? Oh, you're fucking sleepy! Go to bed! I mean, I guess, but it's not like if I'm actually making money off Twitch as of right now. I mean, you have sub emotes. You are an affiliate, which means people do subscribe to you to get your emotes. So you are monetized. We were playing Urban Myth Dissolution Center earlier. Oops! My mistake. Hope the spoopy investigations were going well. They were good. Also, listen, it's a good chance it's PW these days. You're good. Alright. Want to rebuttal, but I don't want to sound like I'm whining and fighting for a discount. I mean, my prices are the way they are. And commercial licensing just works like that by default, and not just me, I'm afraid. You have people paying for access to your emotes, or at least they give you, they subscribe to your channel, which gets you money and gets them emotes. Haven't even gotten one payout in 1.5 years. As harsh as that, as what I'm about to say may sound, and I don't mean this mean, just business, that's not my problem. This is also how it works across the board professionally. Also, Curzec is a Steam professional. Yep. It is facts, but I'm not trying to ask for a change. I'm just saying what it be. Fair enough. Do what you can afford. You don't have to commission me. Obviously, you gotta find someone who is within your budget and can accommodate to your needs. And if it ain't gonna be me, then that's how it be. I've been staring at this fucking latte macchiato color range. Meanwhile, while Curzec is distracted, I will steal Mishka. Why? Why? Hey, Ansta. Hey, since when have you taken an interest in Mishka like that? She's round and baby. She's 13! She is not baby, she is lady! So the Steeler, we can inspire. You're in Wales, Ansta's in Japan. Most from Mishka, let's go, Ben. Oh gosh, I guess I don't have any moderators anymore. Slash unmod. Lady rhymes with baby, therefore baby. Steel Mission Fleet to Japan. She is going to die on the way there from stress. No, yeah, she will. She is an anxious little creature. I believe in her. It's not a matter of belief, it's a matter of fact and her being an anxious little fucker. Who is older. What if instead you stealing Mishka and taking her to Japan, Ansta, you get over here? And just bask in her presence while you can. The power of friendship can overcome her. Alright, Nesta, welcome in. Happy Friday. I mean, yeah, what if you visit, huh? So I'd rather I go to Japan. But you know, cat sitter. So it's difficult. Also love if you visited. I would love to visit. Get Ben to cat sit? I don't know. I don't know. Change how fucking see this is why you don't get to cat sit. Are you also going to pay the rent? Cause I ain't gonna. Pay the bills? I ain't gonna. The what? Yeah, rent. R-E-N-T. Think we can go to stream as Curzec. My streams don't cover the rent! Does the landlord take Mishka pictures? No. We started GoFundMe for bed to cat sit and pay rent. What? Why can't you guys GoFund me for my rent? Hey now. Put on wig. Look, Mishka, it is me, Curzec. I don't. No. I don't think it works like that. Stop trying to steal my cat. She's not stealable. But what if we do both? The latte look And the logo look. You don't smell like mother. You were louder than mother. You were taller than mother. A message just failed to send. You were lucky. Fear. Just fear. Do you think that Mishka would try to throw a pizza on the roof like Walter White if they could? No. No, I don't think she would. God, the fucking symmetry drawing really throwing me off. What if I buy the hair that's Alonso? It'll probably smell right to Mush. That hair's long gone, dude. It's been weeks. And if they still have my hair, I have questions. I want to see my legal options if that's the case. What if catnip and treats? She does love a liquid stick. I haven't given her in a while. Should see to that. Ooh, you gave away the weakness. Oh no. What are you gonna do about it? You still don't have access to creature. Ponder. Hi, young man. Welcome in. How many Curzec coins to buy Mishka? You can't afford my creature. This fucking why y'all suddenly y'all wanting to steal my cat? She is just a creature. She's just a normal fucking cat. She's your average tuxedo. Pose that look we said you no. I already have one. Conspiracy Fridays, god damn it. But floof. She's a normal! She's a normal amount of floof! She's a regular short hair! How about this copy of BG2 I found fallen down the couch at Ubisoft? It's not a thing, Ben. You can't trick me, that's just another copy of B-Movie. But she's so round. She's chunky, yeah, but so are a million other cats out there. You could adopt a cat from the shelter right now and just feed it a little bit too much, and eventually you too will have a round creature. But their name isn't Mishka. You could name it Mishka! You have free will! Human! Thanks to our Lord and Savior, Satan! You have the free will to name your creature whatever the fuck you want it to feel named as! But now we're just copying. Then you fucking go fucking tragedy on Mishka's name. You know what I'm talking about? Tragedy? R/tragedy? Not spelled the way you think the word is spelled. Like, it's not spelled like this. When I mean r/tragedy, I think it's like day. Y'all familiar with this? Where it's a subreddit about people telling stories of other people who are about to name or have come across a person with a very tragic name of, like, they had parents who wanted original, cute, and quirky spelling of their child's name. And they make something fucking atrocious out of it. Never look at Reddit? I don't either. I watch videos that cover Reddit sometimes. And it's just like, please, as someone who has a relatively normal looking name, people are already struggling with Carolina. They'll do Caroline, Carolyn, Carol. And it's just... Man. They'll use a K instead of a C. Coraline vibes, yeah. Carol, yeah, see, that's fucked. Take out the L. Then you'll have me. Carol. You almost wrote it as the Carol runes from Bloodborne. If instead of with a K, it would be with a C. Carolina, fucking damn. Rough. Caramel, yeah. Carolina. Yeah, that would be like the tragedy version of my name. Please, parents and future parents out there, just fucking name your child something normal. It's genuinely cruel to not do so. They're the ones stuck with the name, not you. At least it's not whatever math equation Elon Musk tried to name their kids. Yeah, I mean, you say tried, but didn't they actually do that, though? What if even bigger eyes? Name your child a Joss Whedon name, like Cordelia or Xander. Your child is not special. Name them something normal. Yes, please. Just give them a spellable and pronounceable name. Mostly spellable. Ben. Hey, what are we doing? Coming up with names. And I was mentioning the subreddit called r/tragedy, where there are stories of people giving their kids quirky names with impossible spelling. You've been bopped, and rightfully so, Ben. Do like a lot of Irish names though? I mean, like usual names in the region that you're in, or the culture that you are a part of. Don't get quirky with Kimberly and Ashley. Whoa. It's normal. As someone with an already normal fucking name that people can't get right. How about Guillemon? Did I say that right? Cat merch, Kirch, Meowchandise. How you doing, Split? Ebony Dementia, Darkness Ravenway, exactly. Normal names. I don't think anyone has written your name on the right first try. It's at CK, maybe. That throws people off. But yeah, people write Caroline all the time. That's why I tell people to just keep it to Caro, usually. So they don't risk the chance of making that mistake that just like makes me squint my eyes at them. Like it's right there. It's right there in my email handle that it's Caroline. Nah. But I missed not much. Slowly, like brain farting over here. On the topic of baby names, I know more people with kids named Albie and Alfie than I probably should. Feels like the default baby name around here. Huh. When I think Elfie, I think of that movie with Jude Law in it. Is everyone getting that name from that movie? Have a plop? No, that's Belgium. We don't talk about Belgium in these parts. I am now, though. You're the one who brought it up. I do nothing. I agree. Oh. These names are horrible, yeah. Yeah. Subreddit is full of them. So mean! What you fucking get for me needing to delete one of your messages. Don't know what I want with this. I'm essentially just redrawing that other thing. Like, I'm essentially just redoing this, right? Would you all name a child? I don't want a child. I don't want to name one either. Child 1, child 2. Vincent, a normal name. I named them Who Are You and How the Hell Did You Get Into My House? That's a long name. Neither do I, but I still remember my old baby names. Just like, no. No child for me. The only reason I would visit a baby name website is for, like, characters. Like, oh, I've made an OC and I need an appropriate name. Only good with animal names, and even then, good is subjective. Like, I know people name their beagle Bagel. I mean, I think that's kind of cute. Name them Harmony after your favorite software. Who says Harmony is my favorite? Do we even have a favorite? I preferred software for certain jobs, but something considered gender neutral, preferably with both masculine and feminine nicknames available if you want to go by something more gendered. Yeah. Like Robin. That's like the first gender neutral name I can think of. Naming a child clip studio. Don't brand your children after company names. It must be off. Need to pretend to try and get an early to see Nice of Guinevere. Oh, have a good sleep. You're in the market for a good dog name? What breed? What breed of dog we talking about? Meet my son, 3DS Max. Meet my newborn, Blender. I think it would be fun if people had a child name and an adult name. When people become an adult, they get to choose their adult name as a coming of age event. Yeah, I can see it. Maybe we should get one name change on the house. Yeah. Are there any better places than Redbubble to sell print-on-demand stickers these days? I mean, I like the ones that I got from Fourth Wall. But you do have to, like, open up your own shop front and everything. I got some individual stickers from just, like, a big old printing company that does all sorts of stuff. Sure, yeah, I'm not big enough to attract traffic to a self-run storefront. Was just thinking, because I have a sticker that sells like once every other week on Redbubble, and whether I do it better elsewhere. I wouldn't know. I don't really have any experience with that kind of stuff. I don't know people who do. I'm not sure what Smilky does for his stickers, if he prints them himself. Or has them done at Fourth Wall as well. Maybe in that community people have better answers for you. I don't know of how much help I can be personally. Hi Jazz, how you doing? I know the breed since I'm planning on adopting, but had I gotten a cat, I would have named her Queenie, if that helps. You can always just vibe check when you meet the dog. That's probably what I would do. I didn't really go in with the plan when I adopted Mishka to get a cat and name them Mishka. Her shelter name was Dessa. That is... That was her shelter name. I'm like, nah, that's not the vibe. Not sure if I want to extend the ears to the border. That's probably the best. That's what I would do, at least. You had a different name planned, but Vincent was the best choice after I had him for a week. His foster had been calling him Chat since he's chatty. Aww. That's kind of cute. Mine was Helen. That's a human name. That's not a cat name. Also, you plan to kennel your dog? Please don't choose from the top 20 list. We have like 3 Bellas at any given time. That's a lot of Bellas. When my cat's shelter name was Duty, they told us it's because he's a little dude, but he's a mischievous lad. I'm thinking it was more like Duty because he was a little shit. Aww. Little mischievous, little mischief maker. Actually not sure about the fill. What if closed eyes, even those, like, for Mishka specifically, her big features are her big oogly boogly eyeballs that are always full of, like, what happening? Big eyes for looking with. He's too smart, so he acts up when he's bored. Had to teach him to high five and shake to add more puzzle solving to asking for attention. Aww. Give them enrichment. Mishka was never much of a troublemaker. The worst she did was claw at my bedroom door. Like, I want in! Well, the wallpaper on that wall or near that wall, was going through a time. The closed door cast out me. This cat specifically. I specifically didn't want my cat to have a human name, and when I found him, he was a tiny, nasty-looking little creature, but also kind of cute. So Bug seemed like a good fit. I called him Love Bug when he's being really sweet, and Stink Bug when he's being naughty. That's very fitting and very adorable. A huge piece of your shoe fell off on your walk today. Now you need new shoes. Damn, join the new shoe club. I recently acquired 2 pairs. And I'm like, what if like a tall pair of boots too, though? Usually it's a turn of seasons, like, or at least this time of year. I'm just like, I get the itch for like, oh, wardrobe update though. Bug loves chewing plants. Uh-oh, hope you get cat-friendly plants. Vincent can be a gremlin. He chews on my plants, so I have to keep an eye out. He's too curious when I get new plants. Ooh. Worthwhile to get plants that are safe to have around cats. Calatheas are nice and cat safe. Palm trees I think are fine too. Little pancake plants are good. Ferns as well. I think the spider plant too. There are lists out there of plants safe or cat safe plants. I know they're all cat safe. I've done your research. Fuck yeah. Good. That should be the default, but ooh, you'll be surprised. And probably slightly appalled. It helps to get him his own plant that he's allowed to chew on so I can redirect him. A little cat grass. Yeah, cat grass is great. Anyone else get the urge to name a cat dog and a dog cat? Like, you could be international with that and call it cat Shen or dog gato. But yeah, the dumb ideas I get. There, in the Netherlands, there's a lot of people with a cat that have called them mouse. You know, like the rodent. In fact, one of the cats from the Tommy Tom movies is called Cat Mouse, technically. Poesmuis. It's it up that the peace lily I had before him. Ooh. We'll get him cat grass, except if he's hungry before dinner time, he will overindulge and vomit, so he's not to be trusted. Man! My biggest surprise was having to have my hair ties locked away when I had a cat. Yeah, there are some cats out there that are just fucking crazy about hair ties. My sister's cat is one of them. Though that cat is a very curious specimen, just entirely. It's a big ol' Maine Coon mix, I think. And they fucking love a butt scratch. That ass goes up when you scritch behind the tail. We have a dog at work right now named Boss Hog, if that counts. That's kind of cute, though. I don't know if I want to do a little cat and mouse thing. It does have a lot of space for a smile, but I don't know. Maybe a bit more modest. That's too furry. You know what I mean? I don't know. Suddenly it wasn't cat animal anymore, suddenly it was furry. By doing this. I don't know, I can't explain it. Nothing wrong with furries, obviously. It's just not what I'm going for right now. Hi, Impeep. Hi, I too like cats. I'm a good chat participant. Hi, hello. We are talking furry creatures. No, that's not where I want it to be. That corner. I'm not gonna lie, that was supposed to be a bit, but I'm actually just delighted. Hope you're having a good one. Already at over half time. Weird to be streaming only 3 hours, but 'tis what it is. I'd rather not have that mask line up there. I'd rather have it over here. And by that mask line, I mean like that patch. Yeah, I just like the spacing more of this. I was trying to go for like a look like happy and smiling. But with Mishka's pattern, it looks a little odd for her to do that. Was Weep happy with the remote, by the way? Yeah. It was fully approved that same day. And added to his channel and approved, and it's in use. It's been spotted out in the wild already. I posted it to Blue Sky yesterday. Let me get the link. Yeah, here you go. There it goes! My animation! Once again, in my own chat. But this time, not on my emote. On someone else's. Yeah, I'm glad it turned out. the way it did. It reads pretty good, I'd say. Reads about as well as I could. With like that many limb. Maybe I could have suggested this to Wee, but to push it even further, I would have made those eyes brighter and maybe the body a little bit darker to like really make that pop and look a little bit more ominous. It's a bit on the other stream with the Canterbury cracked me up. Good, I'm glad. I'm glad my little improv was amusing. He shared it during rep stream on Tuesday, I think. Ooh, that'll be fun. He's already scrambling in the darkness. I finished it on Wednesday, so couldn't have been sent Tuesday. Unless Weeb confirmed time traveler. Hey now, wait a second. Hey, wait a minute. Lizzie shared like a work in progress on Reb stream? Or on yesterday's stream? I think yesterday Reb was also streaming. If you could get me the timestamp for that stream, I'd be very curious to see the response. Been bad at days all week. Oh no. If it was a rep stream, then it must have been a work in progress if it was Tuesday, but yesterday could have been the finished product. Like the finished emote in action. If it was Wednesday, it was during Servina. Yes! Servinas I did see. I took a little peep at one of her VODs yesterday evening and happened about the moment where Weep was like, whoa, here's the emote. And I saw you in there too, Jazz. Haha. Lurking around in the VODs. Hee hee. Actually, did I end up following Servina? If not, whoops, I need to rectify that real quick. Eh. Eh. There we go. But yeah, I'm glad the way the emote turned out. I was off work 3 days a week, so time is mystery. Ooh. Today is Sunday. No, it's not. It's Friday. It's Friday, 19th of September, 2025. Day the pilot for Nights of Guinevere comes out in like many hours from now. I think it's another 9 hours. Ugh. Ugh. Why'd it have to be midnight for me, man? I'm trying to go to bed on time even on the Fridays and the Saturdays. I wish I was off work 3 days this week. Wibbly wobbly timey wimey. That's a Doctor Who. I have never watched a Doctor Who. But I was on Tumblr, so you know, you pick up on those kind of things. You have no choice in the matter. Hydrogen check, thank you. The first one this stream, can you believe it? Thought I heard her one? Yeah. I'm dehydrated. Turning to dust. Hey CJ, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I returned from my last meeting of the week, and one of the big disorganized mess projects is going through its 4th reorganization. It only started in March. Damn. Chassis withering away, how could you? Listen, I'm an adult. I'm responsible for these things. I just don't have the trigger sometimes to hydrate. Like in the past, if I was visiting people and they'd be like, would you like something to drink? I'd be like, no thank you. And they look at me like, no drink? Okay. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Boop snoot. Aw, you moved away. Ha ha. Wait. Haha. You do realize you need to send a photo of you booping the monitor and leave a big nasty fingerprint on your screen. If you are behind the computer, that is, and not on a mobile device. Then haha, you just pause the stream. If you say no drink in Spain, you get a drink anyway. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. You were at work, you get what you get. What do you mean you're at work? Weren't you sick? Didn't I tell you to pour a can of soup straight into a face hole of your choosing yesterday? You sick at work? Are you masked up, at least? Nasty? Are you contaminating your own experiments? Science demands his blood. Yes. Fucking no. Yes, no what? Yes to being masked up and no to contaminating your own things? You're not doing experiments? Good. Facial of your choosing is an upsetting phrase? Yeah, I know. But Rene appreciates that kind of phrasing, I think, so I sent it him like that. Give him a little hee when he's sick, you know? Laughter's the best medicine after all. Ha ha ha. Also, it gives like the ideas and imagery of like, what if can of soup in nose? What if can of soup in ear? What if into tear duct? Owie. Speaking of tear duct. Holy shit, the Weeble came out to say thank you. Soup boof. Yes, mask, no contamination. Good. The ear is a head hole, not a face hole, doesn't count. Eh. Close enough. Literally and figuratively. But yeah, hey Rena, you better fucking push it, you hear? Plus, now that I know you're out and about and being active, fucking night rain tonight? Or are you gonna be too from work and well ugh? You know, you fool, you dingus, you bongus. Did I redeem my high? I don't know. You have now. Well, someone has a physical difference that puts their ears on their face. I stand by my distinction. That's fair. I don't think I told y'all yet, but my brother and sister-in-law had a baby Wednesday. Your uncle. Oh, congratulations, an uncle! Uncle CJ. Nibbling. Eye drops, but it's soup. Ooh. Very cursed. Yes. This is the way. This has to be the way. It has to be this way. Like that song from Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. It has to be this way. Loving the meat, thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure whether I want to go for big pleased or looking. We already have the looking stuff on like caps. And this is, I guess, a bit more graphical. And it feels more warm, which may be more suitable for a travel mug where it's very likely a hot beverage will go in there. And also the colors are currently that of a latte macchiato, which is a warm beverage. Well, you can get a latte macchiato iced also, which very nice on a hot summer day. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is when Mishka have a mouth. She does have a mouth. Otherwise she can't fucking yell at me. I can try and mask out the mouth and see if that's interesting also. Now it's just like fucking Hello Kitty or Miffy. 30 months? That's almost a year. That's right, Fnac. Thank you so much for using your Prime Gaming to subscribe. Thank you for the support. Hope you're doing well. Good morning. I have a mouth and I must scream. Ah! There you go. That's me screaming without peeking the mic. Hi, Bananas. Yeah, no, the mouth just adds extra warmth to the expression. Even not peeking the mic. You're welcome. How you doing, Curzec? I'm doing alright. I'm just fucking around with travel mug ideas. Could be nice. I think this could be cute. It would be extra to like pattern this into like a wavy form, but I'd have to make sure that the curve is the exact same. I could probably make happen. Let's see. How do I add? Can I add a ruler like dead fucking center? I'm gonna like make it so that this ruler. Hmm. Surely there's a way to do this. And if not, well, too bad. At start in 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds. Just so you know. There she is. Guinevere in 8 hours. Ah! I'm so excited. Let Danica Terrace cook. Let her cook. I have also like no idea what to expect story-wise. The trailer gives us nothing and I love it. I don't think this will loop as well as it. It doesn't matter that it's not looping well here. I don't think this will do what I had in mind. I get the vibe that it's mocking Disney in some way and I'm here for it. Oh, that is absolutely 1000 fucking percent the vibe. Do you see the interview that Dana had with the CEO of Glitch Productions? It's on Instagram if you want to check it out. It's very clear that there's a lot of emotion put in the creation of Guinevere. The one on the swan boat? Yeah. Fashion photographer? Yes, darling. Give me nothing. Don't work it. I could tell that she was very happy with Glitch. Was letting her cook with no stipulations. Yeah, just the mention of no SNP being involved, that is a huge deal. Standards and practices is what that stands for. And there have been some interesting notes coming out of standards and practices, at least on Gravity Falls, which is Alex Hirsch's creation. There's a dramatic reading of some notes that they seriously got from SNP for Gravity Falls. It's incredible. Hang on, this is worthwhile grabbing and linking in chat. It's so funny. Gravity Falls. Yep, fucking the second suggestion. The first suggestion is Gravity Falls intro. The second suggestion is SNP. So, you know. Here you go. 4 minutes and 43 seconds. Gravity makes things fall, but does gravity itself fall? Gravity just is, maybe. And how I got the bit, this joke was not approved by S&P? Yeah! Gods, there's some absolute fucking gems in this thing. Or the one about spin the bottle. Please revise text on Tamri's flyer. Bottles will be spelled. This implies that they're playing spin the bottle. We don't want to send the wrong message to our audience. The message is teenagers like kissing. How on earth is that the wrong message? It's on a flyer. We don't even show it. You gotta be kidding me here. Still uncomfortable with the flyer, giving the impression that this is a make-out party. Gosh. I never got ads. Huh. Maybe your region doesn't have ads right now? I don't know. I remember reading the Twitter thread. It's so good. God. So fucking funny. But yeah, S&P, that being absent from Knights of Guinevere sounds very promising. I am here for it. Let Dana Terrace cook! Audition check. Shit. But I don't know how I could cleanly make a little wave thing. Maybe just don't bother. Not worth it having a printing error, maybe. You know how to use vectors to do the waves? I have never worked with vectors in Clip, and I'm not gonna start now. I think these should be probably vector layers. Although I still don't know how that will affect the fucking version I end up posting to Fourth Wall. Bending vectors is super easy, it's worth learning, but I getcha. Yeah. You'll probably know how to do it once I see the little lines and squiggles and little squares to push and pull with, but I just don't. Don't. This is a vector layer, right? Why is it not filling? Why can't I choose to fill? Lame. As well, get an S&P job not being fun at parties, probably. Oh, you hate fun? Well, do we have a job for you? So, like, can I... How do I fill this? Probably not the way to fill a vert or vector thing. Oh. Hmm. Another time. As a B-note, please remove the emoji in the stream title. Some of our audience may interpret it as explosions, which is inherently violent. It's a sparkle! There's a different explosion emoji. Quite the same size. Nope. Just wanted to. The effects are just like pieces of string. You can't use any of the fill function with them. You can grab and point and drag it. Yeah, but I need stuff being filled, so how? It's kind of useless to me if I can't fill stuff with it. Only line based. I'll make do with this. If this is even going to be a design, I'll end up using. Kind of going for it now, because what else? What else am I gonna do for now? This also should be in my, yeah, 600 DPI. Good. That is an outline. Now whiskers. They can go over the white border. Of the circle, that is. Your best option is a vector outline of an ellipse and scribble in with a thick brush. You're basically drawing with math, so it's a fill function, would be asking it to connect every pixel in one long ass string, which would probably crash the program. I mean, I tried to do so earlier, and the fill did not look great. So yeah. I'll fuck around with it another time. For now, this tried and true method should do the trick. A story for another day indeed. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Feel free to lurk. Feel free to chat, whichever you're comfortable with. Outer Wilds. Oh my gosh. Don't know if I want to use my usual colors for this, or keep it like all kind of brown themed. Try alternate coffee version after. The colors make me think of a patisserie. You could call it Mishka cakes. The loafing cat. If we're going for like bakery. God, I could go for some nice baked goods. The cut is going well. I'm finally seeing some results, or at least noticing them. So soon, I should be able to indulge a bit more comfortably. A good workout this morning as well. I've reached a new weight. Well, yes, I'm gonna continue forward with a new weight on the incline bench press on the Smith machine. But because of the rep range, it's more strength focused rather than hypertrophy, but I gotta build off of somewhere. It's still very lightweight compared to like what other people can do. I'm now doing 19 kilogram. The bar itself is 12. 19 and a half. A whole half extra, my god. I did 3 sets of 12 at 17 last time I did the split, so figured, alright, let's try a higher weight. And I did 3 sets of 6, which is more strength range than hypertrophy. But they are a success range nonetheless. Success ranges are between 6 and 10 reps. Spirit Fairy, yeah. Never played that though. I hear it's very sad. You know what that sounds like to me? Progress, yep. Progressive overload. Should be able to do an extra rep next time, at least, at minimum. I'm gonna work my way up to 3 sets of 12 again at this weight, and then increase weight. Gotta be careful about it though, because it is a bench. While I am using the Smith machine to be able to somewhat save myself if I can't complete the rep, I can rack it instead of it being stuck on my chest. So I don't, you know, fucking die without a spotter. Hence the choice of Smith machine rather than the regular bench. Really like the colors in this piece. The colors aren't final yet. And also right now, like, the sketch is visible, and I'm just using the colors I've color picked from previous designs. I may make it all brown and, like, coffee colored. Like the sketch is. So we've got options to, like, make it the regular black, or make it more brownish, which I could make this even more brown. Honestly, this isn't... It's more like this chestnutty. Hey Sinister, how you doing? Welcome in. It's quite red, actually. Barely a difference. I also wouldn't leave the nose pink if I were to go for oops all brown. I could probably leave the eyes yellow. But I'll make 2 versions. One is just regular color. One shall be the experimental. I like the yellow. I like it too. Not there though. Oh, that's not a regular ruler. So want an outline. And 10 more. 30 more. 50. Now I gotta figure out like text and something. This looks like the logos in Animal Crossing. I didn't look at logos from Animal Crossing. Are you talking about the roost specifically? Like, I'm definitely channeling a little bit of Starbucks because, you know, recognizable circle barista looking thing. The roost Animal Crossing. It's not the roost, at least not the one in New Horizons is a similar looking thing. Kind of just super clean vector style. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm trying to go for. But I don't have access to vectors right now. Maybe I could recreate this and I should still have Adobe Illustrator somewhere. I say with clenched teeth. Nice colors. Thank you. I hope so. Yeah, I want something like this is a very loose idea. I don't know if it wanted to be like just here. Wait, how do you spell macchiato again? Let's double check that. Macchiato. M-A-C-C-H-I. I could either do something like this and then figure out something else at the bottom. Or separate it like this. Coffee beans. There was an idea earlier for referring to cat beans. Where the fuck did I? Hello? Did I leave the writing just now? Put this all in the same folder. Delete the bean. Did I delete the beans? I think I may have deleted the beans, lol. Or they're probably in here, actually. There we go. I had drawn this at some point. And I couldn't get over how even on the photo reference, random hiccup attack, even on the photo reference of like cat paws, I will never be able to unsee this middle bean, this middle pad, as nose shaped. And now all of you are cursed as well. Great, now I see it, and you will never unsee it like me! Living up to my name as Curzec! Anyway. Boo! Dragging y'all down with me. Needs a Mario stash? Okay. Hang on. I have the power. Je suis artiste. That's roughly it, right? Wah! Now that's art. Ship it! It's done! I could do like estimate, and we'll do 2012 for, was it 13? Oh, it's 2012. Mishka is born in 2012. Refer to that. The before times of a lot in the world. You know, it's funny, disguise glasses. I'm seeing it in the paws. Yep, it's pretty much similar looking nose as those things. What if we just write her name? Although I'm not sure if I want to have her name be branded on it. I feel like if I were to do coffee beans, I would have had to go for the beans design. That would have made more sense, I think. Oh. Or we could add like a little coffee bean colored. And this is still like a sketch. Man, Curzec, I love this design. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. There's a local pizza place in my area called Dante's. Yo! I would order it. I would order from there. And next to it, please be another Devil May Cry reference. Please be another Devil May Cry. Barry's like, yeah! That's amazing! Oh my god, if real huge. That makes my fucking nerd heart so happy. I would 100% order from both. Just for the bit. And if they do pick up, I'd go in there with my Devil May Cry shirt. And next to it, oh god, there's more. It's a Morgan Printing Company. Huh. Is this a reference? Is this a reference? I'm forgetting. Huh. Bury the line. Uh-oh. The guy that gives Dante from DMC5 jobs. Ah, no wait, my fault is Morrison. Yeah, I thought wasn't it a different name? Yeah, Morrison, who was originally from the OG Devil May Cry anime only, I think, and had a completely different design and race, even I think. Seemed like a cool dude though. If ever Capcom realizes that we really, 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 really miss our demon boys, please. Please. I miss my boys. This feels more balanced. Like smaller phrase at the top and then the heavier phrase. More word, more letter at the bottom. But the estimate kind of makes it like officially-ish. And is a more subtle wink to actual Mishka. DMC6, the boys versus Mondas once and for all. Oh yeah, nah. Just like that would give Virgil some closure too, which I would want that for him. That dude needs healing. He is one messed up individual and he deserves better. Had a very rough start in life. Could also do like more small. Like on one side here we've got the Est. And then here we got the 2012. So we have both this, but just differently distributed. TV World, oh, that's fucking chapters 3 and or 4, huh? I have not gotten around to that one yet, so I may delay adding that one to the playlist because I don't want spoilers. I've been able to avoid a lot. I just know about one new Tumblr sexy man, and that's how I'm describing him. Then I'll change. All right. Also, Speedster, thank you as well for the music request. Now, do I want? Because it's pretty blank now here, right? Megalo! Just kidding, Lamau. You say that, but what if... What if it's in here? Actually, is it in here? There is a bunch of Undertale in the playlist. But also a bunch were removed. Actually, no, I had to remove all of them because they kept getting, like, falsely claimed. But I could add them back again now that I split the audio, actually. So in theory, you could very much suggest Megalovania, in my opinion. Maybe just add a bunch of, like, ovals that look like coffee beans. Although I need to be sure of the safe area also. Hang on. And again, this is just mock-up. I do worry that maybe this may make it a bit too coffee themed. It's already saying latte meow macchiato, which is a coffee. Or it could make people be feeling rebellious and like, hee hee, my cup that says latte macchiato actually has a completely different beverage that's not even coffee. Or coffee adjacent. It's like, damn, you sure showed me. Thank you for the support. What if you made the coffee beans into toe beans? I think I know what you're saying, but I want to know how to combine that nicely, because you got the situation, right? Would you mean then, like, combine the shape of coffee beans with the toe bean idea? Because this looks a little flucked. You can still have the weird nose. Or would it be oops, all paw print? Time to lock in, have a good lock in. Some, like, bubbles. Honestly, I did not put any thought into it beyond the random idea that popped into your head. Fair enough, Shoop. Welcome in. Oh shit, it's already time for me to fuck off. Huh. 30 minutes, 3 hours. Gosh dang. Well, there's always tomorrow. I may risk, like, stuff having, like, a clear border feel by doing this kind of stuff. Might just leave it out entirely. Just keep it simple. I'll sit on it as I sleep on it, and then we'll pick it up again tomorrow. For Saturday stream. Oh my gosh. Am I going to be rating Doig instead of him rating me? Oh, Fenrir's rating him just now. He's gonna get double rated, lol. Feels only fair that I raid Doig when I have the chance to. Doing a long stream today? Yeah, 5 hours already. That's my usual stream time, but not at the minute. No, at the minute we're getting used to shorter streaming. For it's in the near future that's going to be the default. That's right. I'll tell y'all more another time. Thanks for streaming. Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate. Hey, I'm remembering to do exclamation mark raid to get the raid call. Cause I forget, lol. There you go. Go wild. Go hog wild. Go say hi to Doig. And remember, I'm a moderator there, so you best be greeting him nicely. Or else. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll think about this some more. Maybe I'll move on to a different product before fully deciding on going with this, but we'll see. We'll see you tomorrow. Hope y'all have a fantastic remainder of your Friday. Remember to watch Knights of Guinevere when it comes out. Love the cover design. Thank you, Ender. Hi, bye, Ender. Until next time. Take care, stay safe, and wash your hands. Bye-bye.